Yeah. So, I've been a busy boy. So this is what we got going on right now. Some of you are going to agree, some of you are going to disagree, and some of you just aren't going to say anything. This is what we got. I got the body off the other frame. I got the cowl just tack welded. I'm kind of in the mocking up stages right now. We're not doing any final welding. I still have a ton of fabricating to do with it. This is where we're at with it. And unfortunately, the body split right in half. I figured it would right in those rocker panels. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to put the windshield on it. I'm going to hang the doors. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off what I need to cut off here. And we're going to get these door openings square before I do anything. And then I'm going to go ahead and lengthen this body and then just kind of set this body over on there. And then we're just going to take it from there. So that's where we're at today. I had a couple Dodge Ram rocker panels laying around. So we're probably going to somehow form those in. This is a low budget build. I'm not going crazy. I'm not buying correct panels. I'm not going and buying 5 sheets of brand new sheet metal. And, I'm not spending, $1,000 on steel here. The point of this project is to do what you can do with spending as less money as possible and making it cool as possible and actually being able to drive it. I mean, you can drive it. We just have to bungee cord the battery to the top of the engine and hook up a couple grounds, and technically we could drive it. So I've got the door opening where I want it. So we got 8 inches of clearance between the tire and the body. Should be fine. I'm probably going to have to do something with these fenders. I already know I'm going to have to cut the inners out of them because we have all this to contend with. So I'm just going to zip the whole inner panel right off this fender. We're going to throw a couple bolts in just the outer skin of the fender. See where they're going to line up. We're going to bolt the doors on. And again, I can cut these jams out of here. I'm going to mock them all up and weld them together right on this cowl panel. And then we'll set the body over, lengthen it and send it over, whichever. Right now it's just mocking it up. I'm just tacking a couple tacks here and there. This thing isn't strong by any means. Okay, I've actually got that bent piece of metal there just kind of holding it. The only thing I don't really like about all this so far is the steering wheel. Thank God it's a tilt wheel. So it's one of those deals where you're going to have to pop it up to slide in and out of it and drop it down when you drive it. Could be worse. That's the only thing I don't like about all this. But I may try to find, just like an old hot rod, smaller steering wheel. I mean, it is a 4-cylinder truck with power steering, so I could damn near steer it with a paper plate. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to really concern myself a whole ton about that. So that's where we're at. I'm going to try to use the existing rubber body mounts. I'm going to try to come up with some kind of a rubber body mount for the back so everything, when you're hitting bumps and stuff, it's a touch smoother. Maybe a little less rattling too, but that's where we're at with it. I wanted to give you guys a little update. There's just stuff everywhere. The old frame is outdoors. It's sitting right there. You can't see it. If I walk under the light, there you go. Well, no, you still can't see it. But anyway, there's the old frame sitting right outside of my door. Yeah. Messy. So that's where we're at. I was able to keep the original centerpiece of the dash. It's going to be dead. I mean, we're not going to hook it up. But what's nice is that, let's see here, if I can do all this one-handed, I can put, I'm going to set you down. I can put this original cluster, the truck cluster. I know you're looking at nothing. Give me a minute. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Where are we? Upside down. Shit. There we go. Ha! There we go. So I can put the original cluster in this thing. The truck cluster. It's going to sit in there quite nicely. There we are. Put the column up. There we go. But see, no clearance here. No clearance. So I'm going to have to drive it with it down a touch so you can still steer it. I mean, I've seen worse. What are you going to do? This is a ghetto build here. And I don't like how high this is. It's another thing I really don't like. But I don't have much choice in the matter. I really don't. I mean, I could move this cowl forward, move it down, but then the front end, the whole geometry, the front end's going to be all screwed up. Messy. All right, I'm going to let you all go. Have a goody-goody.